So you can't look at a situation where you're not courageous enough to stand and defend the mandate being given to you freely on the platform of one party that you canvassed and said you will do A, B, C, D, based on the manifesto of the PDP, based on the constitution of the PDP, and based on the principle of the PDP. If you now disengage from that process, and then this is breach of contract. How do you think majority of Deltans feel? The street is not, if you go to the street of Delta, people are not rejoicing, people are not partying. You come to a restricted stadium or a restricted space and you gather people and you distribute an organized process where you give them yellow t-shirt and you say that the people are happy. This is not how you check the happiness of the people. You need to have a data-driven process, and then the people come to you and say you are defecting. This defection is not for the people.
You talked about how, the Labour Party carried the day in Delta State, but some people will say that, and some people will say, okay, in the last elections, that the opposition, as a matter of fact, won the elections. That if you coalesce all of the votes of the opposition in the last elections, that they far outweighed that of the APC. But right now, we are seeing a situation whereby the APC is merging forces with some people in the opposition, is merging forces with members of the opposition. Do you see a situation whereby, where this would actually have an effect? So I'm looking at a situation, for instance, now in Delta State, where you say it's about the votes of the people. You had in the presidential elections, APC, PDP, and also the Labour Party. Now imagine that APC is now merging with PDP and the votes are coming together. Do you see a chance for a coalition to sail through?
I think, you see, I don't want to play into the narrative of the APC, trying to look as if the coalition of the opposition is collapsing. But I have to set up the agenda in a way that will be more understanding for people, for our Nigerian citizens. When you talk about people joining forces, sometimes when you join forces, it will affect you negatively, because the people who voted for the PDP in the state were voting because they didn't like the policy of the APC. Why are you so sure that these same people are going to vote when you now decide to take their vote without any accountability, and then merging with that of the APC they so rejected? So these facts, we must break it down so that we don't play into the hands of those in government and say, oh, the opposition coalition is good. There's opposition coalition that will come. But I'm telling you that the center point for our canvassing, for our discourse, is that the people would determine the cost of the outcome of our elections. And the people have done it in the past. Even the governor of Delta, after the presidential election, started preaching that he was obedient. So these are facts that are in the public. We cannot sit down and allow people who are in government, who are protecting their own interests through and are not courageous enough to do what others before them have done. Lagos was just one governor that had gone to the presidency. So you can't look at a situation where you're not courageous enough to stand and defend the mandate being given to you freely on the platform of one party that you canvassed and said you will do A, B, C, D, based on the manifesto of the PDP, based on the constitution of the PDP, and based on the principle of the PDP. If you now disengage from that process, and then this is breach of contract. How do you think majority of Deltans feel? The street is not, if you go to the street of Delta, people are not rejoicing, people are not partying. You come to a restricted stadium or a restricted space and you gather people and you distribute an organized process where you give them yellow t-shirt and you say that the people are happy. This is not how you check the happiness of the people. You need to have a data-driven process, and then the people come to you and say you are defecting. This defection is not for the people. And I tell you that the Deltas, the state, the APC will also pay dearly for it in the next election. Because you are not talking about state that you have educationally disadvantaged state. You are talking about a state that people are, people have understanding of what the data about the inflation is affecting the common man. The data about the insecurity in the country, why people can no longer go to farm. The bandits, that are taking over our highway. These are the statistics that people are looking at. And what is the interest of the president? How is the president working to push this whole system? Because the APC today, that the Delta State government are moved to, the Delta State government is going to have he has forgotten that he's going to have the share of whatever failure that the current president is putting up on the economy. So when people just want to make political headline and try to make sure that Nigerians are afraid, I contested it. I go to rural communities. The way people think is not how majority of the politicians think. And that's why we're seeking that if there's an electoral process that do demand that the people will go and vote and their vote will count. Let me tell you, there's no entrenched political structure that can defend the participation, mass participation of the people. None anywhere in the world. It has never happened. It will not happen in 2027 because the people always will determine their future by going to vote and say, so thing happened. Cost of bag of cement today is 10,300 and something, or 10,500. So if you earn 77,000 naira, you can't build a house. I had a father who served in the public service, who retired with the money in retirement, about 4.something million. He built a house. He built a house, but now it's impossible. These are things that are no longer possible. These are things that are wiped out the low class, wiped out the middle class. You can't, how much it costs buying one bread today? So you look at how people are suffering. From year to year, you go and look at the transportation in 2015 and what the transportation says. You are not just sitting in your cool office or you sit in a comfortable environment and you say, yo, because I have defected as a governor, the people must follow me. The people are suffering. And that will also determine how they treat those who have mismanaged and disappointed them on the mandate given to them.